Hello, hello. I think we finally made it. YouTube and all the technical difficulties. I tried everything out last night and it worked great. And of course now it wanted to act up. So hopefully everyone is here. Let me get on my Instagram. I know a couple people had questions if I was here or not. I'm here. I'm here. I can't see. Let's see. I'm here. See if we get anyone else to join in, because of course I was running late, which I absolutely hate, but it is what it is. We are talking vision boards today. Let's see here. Let's go incognito and make sure I can actually be seen. Okay. Somebody else has joined in. Send me a shout out. Let me know who you are. I had technical difficulties, and so I was running a little bit late, so we're going to give folks some time to get on here. Who else joined me? Happy New Year. What do y'all think of my little headband? All right. Oh, I just love technology, don't you? Holistic and well. Let's see what we got here. So is it like supposed to show that I'm live? Yep, there it is. Okay. Oh no, that's a playlist. Who else is here? I can't see. So I don't know who just sent me a message. I mean, I do know who just sent me a message, but I don't know if it was through, I think it was through Instagram. I don't know how. I didn't want to do that. I don't know how to comment. Let's go back to our blog. You should be able to. I don't know either. This is my second time doing live on YouTube. I cannot wait. I've created a space on my website that I'll be able to do this instead, and I'm excited because I am over the tyranny of social media and all the you got to do this to be able to do that, and I'll just be able to do it all on my website, and I'm really excited. Okay, there we go. Hey, Miss Lady, how are you? So Jakini, how are you commenting? Because someone else said they couldn't comment. And of course I had technical difficulties this morning, so I'm running a little bit late, so I hope folks still know that we are a go. So we're gonna wait maybe a few more minutes because I don't want to get started yet. Let's see. So if I joined, trying to figure this out. Okay. The chat popped up. Okay, I don't know how, but okay, so we've got someone else in. So tell me who you are, who's here. Having technical difficulties. It's Murphy's Law, even though I tested everything out yesterday and, you know, was all on it this morning. Of course, whatever can't happen or you think won't happen, it will absolutely happen every single time. But, you know, that's just part of the journey. That just speaks to mental flexibility and being able to just say, you know what, okay, we're just going to figure it out as we go along. And me not having anxiety over people being frustrated because I'm not here. And it's just like, well, you know what? I can't control that. And so woosah, because I only control one person, and that's just me. So we're gonna wait a couple more minutes and see if anybody else joins us, and if not, we're gonna keep it moving. Because I had quite a bit of okay. Hey, Happy New Year, GMC. Glad you're here. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I can't wait for this all to be on my website. That's what the wellness circle is going to be about, is that I'm going to be able to do all of this on my website versus YouTube. And I'm excited because social media platforms are just too restricting. You know, they want you to have this amount of followers, and you got to do this, and you got to do that. And it's like, I'm just trying to connect with my people. I don't know about all that stuff. And I'm trying to see. So I go incognito to my page, and I'm trying to see where it shows that I'm live, but I can't see. But obviously, folks can see that because here we are. All right, well, we're going to wait another minute or so and see who else is going to join us, because I started late, so let me go to the discussion and we're live. Why do I have to do that? Oh, okay. Videos. There we go. Okay. Now I see it. To do that. Oh, okay. Videos. There we go. Okay. Oh, but I did want to see like where to chat from, because someone else said that they couldn't figure out where to chat from. Videos. There we go. Okay. Oh, but I did want to see like where to chat from, because someone else said that they couldn't figure out where to chat from. Videos. There we go. Okay. Oh, I guess I can't because I'm not signed in. All right, we're not going to worry about it. All right, someone else joined in. Thank you so much for being patient. Give me a shout out so I know who's here. YouTube acting tyrannical this morning. Which of course is is normal for social media, is that there's always a tyrannical platform and all the do's and don'ts and everything. Tell me who else joined. Send me a thumbs up or a hey so I know who's on here. I'm excited to do this. I have been really wanting to do my own. Well, I mean, I had a vision board from last year. Here's my vision board from last year. And I did it small because I knew I would be in the van. And so I'm going to do it probably a similar size. This is my board I cut out, and I'm lining it with the silver. So it was important to really be able to reflect, and I hope that you guys have reflected on like what you want your upcoming year to look like and what are the things that you're trying to manifest. That's so important. Because otherwise you just kind of float around in the wind like a leaf, and whatever happens, happens. Of course, if this is your belief system. If you have another belief system, then it looks different for you. But for me, I very much believe in the law of attraction and manifesting and bringing into my world what I'm really looking for. So it is, I can't see a time on this. I think we're probably at about 1/4 the hour. Yep, we are 20 minutes after. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to get busy. I'm going to leave my Instagram up so that if anyone sends questions that I can answer them without being interrupting. So here we go, rock and roll. If you just joined in, make sure that you send me a shout out or something so I know who's on, so I can say hey and we can keep it moving. So the layout today is I'm going to kind of work on my own vision board as I'm talking to you guys, and I would really love for you to chime in and share information and share about yourself, so that this is really about building community and getting to know each other and getting to support each other. Because as I transfer all of this to my website, into the Wellness Circle, I really want people to be able to have this sense of community and this sense of support. So make sure you send me a shout out who's here. I see 2 people have done that so far, but I see 1 more person is online. Send me a thumbs up or a hey or something so I know who it is. But we're gonna get moving and be timely as much as possible so that folks can figure out what they're gonna do the rest of their day. All right, so I showed you my vision board. I posted in the Facebook group, and I think I did some posts on Instagram. So what kind of board did you decide on? Did you decide on a traditional like poster board and with magazine clippings, or did you go bulletin board? Did you go whiteboard? I'm using the foam board. That's what this is, and it just makes it so that it is a lot more sturdy. I did find when I was driving that this blew around a lot, and that's because I had it right here at one point, but now I have it further back in the back by my bed. So I don't really have to worry about it flowing around anymore, but I did make it a little bit bigger because I've got more stuff to add to it. So tell me what kind of board. Tri-fold bulletin foam board. Nice. Then you can use all kinds of fun tacks and stickers and all kinds of ribbon and all kinds of fun stuff. And the cool thing about vision boards is that they can change throughout the year. Nobody says that when you set your vision board that it has to stay the same. It can absolutely change. So we talked about vision boards on our Lunch and Learn on Wednesday. And she said, no, you tell me. Well, it's okay. And the other thing is that if you do your vision board and you're like, this really isn't resonating with me, you can do it again. You can take the stuff and transfer it to the kind of board that you want. I'm actually also going to have a mini board inside of my planner. This is my planner for this year, but the one I'm getting for next year is the same one. It just has a purple cover. So I'm excited about that. So you can move it around and change it if you need to. But the Lunch and Learn on Wednesday, we talked about the concept of that gratitude creates abundance and that complaining creates a deficit. And it's super important to remember that, is that the whole concept of vision board is that there's gratitude, and that gratitude is going to boomerang and it's going to come back to you with the energy that you create. So it's important that you believe in that concept. If you're just kind of halfway invested and you're like, I'm gonna try this and see what happens, the universe is gonna be like, that would be a negative. You have to believe in order for this to actually come to pass. So Jakini said, that's true, I want to take a picture of mine. So you're gonna take a picture and put it in your planner or like a workspace or something like that you're doing? Is that your game plan? Is to do that? Because that's a great idea, is just to take a picture of it, and then you don't have to totally reproduce it to put it into your planner, or have a smaller version of it, like sitting on your desk at work or on your desk at home, or wherever your workspace is, so that you have that available to you. So you got to believe. You got to believe that this is something that's real, and that in order for you to manifest, you really have to truly believe that that is what's going to happen. So again, it's about the gratitude creates abundance, and complaining creates a deficit. So you're going to put it on your phone and your computer. That's what's up. That's a great idea. I might copy you. I might take a picture of mine and put it as a widget on my computer so that it's there, because I don't always work in my van, but as I'm working, then I can actually, have it right there in front of my face. So look at this really cute glue gun I got. Now, I really don't like shopping at Wally World, but right now it's like that's what we've got. But I like, and I don't know if you can see the tip. See how the tip is really, I'm going to copy you, put it in my planner. Well, hey, we're just going to copy each other. I like this because the tip is so small that I can really put the glue where I want it. Because I think sometimes with glue guns, the glue kind of goes everywhere in these big blobs. And you don't necessarily want it to be in a big blob. So I'm putting this silver edging on my vision board, and then I'm going to go around it with purple ribbon. Did you know that purple is the color of royalty? The color of royalty, it is. All right, so board type. Who else is on here? Tell me what kind of board type you're using. Zucchini's going with a trifold bulletin board, which I think is awesome. Forgive the outside noises. I'm parked at a big recreation center. It's got baseball diamonds and tennis courts and all kinds of stuff. So there's always a lot of activity, but I like this because it's level. It's one of the things I have found as a van lifer is that you never knew how important it was for your for your vehicle to be level until you try to sleep and gravity's pulling you off the bed. So I've definitely learned if you can find a level place to sleep, that's the best. Yes, I love purple and silver. I know, that's just my faves. So I've got, and it doesn't look all that hot, but once I put that purple trim on it, it's going to be fine because the rest of it's going to be full of my pictures. Now I do have to figure out what's going to be the top so I can put a hole in it. I think I'm going to do it up there. Or maybe up there. I think I'll do it up there. Because I'm going to hang it just like I did my old one, because it hangs in the back by my bed. So I'm excited for that one. All right. So, we talked about the board type. My wedding colors. You're so creative. Aw. So you're going to use purple and silver as your wedding colors when you decide to get married, Zucchini? Next time I get married, if I get married again, I'm going to be half naked on the beach with my husband. And I have it vision in my, picturesque in my brain. When I was in Jamaica, I did a picture of me in my bathing suit with, I had a big floppy, of course, very stereotypical tourist hat, huge floppy hat. I think I might have posted it to my Instagram. But I loved that feeling. And then when we were there was actually someone getting married, and they were on the dock at the we stayed at Moon Palace, super nice hotel resort, and they were getting married, and it was just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But I think I want to be like in the sand, sinky dipping. What's that mean? Sinky dipping. I don't know what that means. Enlighten me. So I always said if I ever took the plunge a third time, and you know they say the third time's a charm, that I would do it half naked on the beach with very close friends and family, and there would not be a lot of expense involved because we'll do the celebration a little bit differently too. So all right, so let's get moving, keep it moving. So what word of the year did you come up with, Zucchini? Because it looks to be me and you. There's someone else on here, but I don't know who. Skinny dipping. Ah. You know what? I'm down for skinny dipping as long as, you know, I don't have to worry about getting arrested. It's all about living life in the moment, and skinny dipping is not out of the possibility, for sure. Look, I cut that and it fit perfect. Hot dog. What was the word of the year you came up with? I had probably 5 I was choosing from, and let me get to that page where I can share the 5 I had that I was looking at. Where's my, there it is. So the words that I was, so first time in Jamaica. So are you asking me or are you telling me? Because I've been to Jamaica twice. And I did that picture the first time I was there. And then the second time I went and I stayed in a house, an Airbnb. And they had like a community pool. And it was very nice. I would love to go back to Jamaica for sure. Met a lot of wonderful, sweet people. The Jamaican people are so kind-hearted and giving and just free-spirited, and I love that. So the first time you went to Jamaica, you went skinny dipping. Okay. When me and my girlfriends, we did a girls trip to Puerto Rico, and we stayed, I want to say, at a Marriott hotel, and it was a beachfront, and they had 3 or 4 different pools, and there was one that had a little mini waterfall, and we all did a very risque photo shoot, and later found out that the guards had cameras everywhere, and they were privy to all of our shenanigans. So that was interesting. It's like you never know who's watching. For sure. So my words that I was contemplating were mindfulness, consistency, joy, create, balance, adventure, and focus. Those were the words that I was looking at, and I ended up going with consistency. You can do word or words. I created one. Consistency is my word of the year, but you can do more than one word. You have to remember, there's no rules to this. There's nothing that says you got to do it this way or got to do it that way. So have you found what your word is of the year, or your words? Have you reflected on that, Jakini? Who else is with us? I can't see. Yeah, I don't know how to pull up who else is on here. Have you found what your word of the year is? Joy is one, okay. I think that's a great one. Because I think it always reminds us to be in that abundant mind frame, in that gratitude mind frame, when you are focused on joy. The 4 agreements, yep, I took a look at that after the last time we chatted. And that seems to be something that's really powerful for you. So I think that that's important to honor that and really, okay, and really apply that on a daily basis for yourself. But I ended up going with consistency. And the reason I went with consistency is because that is one of the areas I really struggle in with everything. When I put gratitude is another one for sure, absolutely. When I begin to do something, I really struggle with staying consistent. And that's definitely something that I really, really want to work on, so that I can be consistent and be able to follow through with things. I think that's important for folks, is that if you're following through, then you're more apt to see results or the end product than if you don't. Just checking to see if anyone, because somebody was messaging me on, let me send a message on here. Okay, so Nikki, are you the one on YouTube? There you are. Hi, honey. I just saw your message on Instagram. Welcome, my love. So you finally figured out how to chat. Now, spotlight is on you. What's your word of the year, and how are you going to post your vision board? And I don't know if anyone else is going to join us, but while you are posting, Nikki, okay, so, Jakini said, discipline is what I was thinking of, but consistent seems less shaming. Absolutely, absolutely. And the thing is that, is it that I'm lacking discipline? Is it that you're lacking discipline? Or are we working from that template of whatever, you know, and templates are big. I talk about them a lot with my clients. And, you know, templates are basically what was imprinted on our brain of how we interact in the world and how we interact with other people, how we interact with ourselves. And sometimes our templates are not always healthy. A lot of the times they're not healthy. So having to figure out, like, is my template one that says, you know, I'm not able, or I lack, whatever the template may be. And I don't want this to be about therapy or anything like that. I just want to be able to share that information. Okay, Nikki, what's your word of the year? Have you been thinking about it? Have you been reflecting on it? I am going to give away, and maybe it's just the two of you. You guys get to have these giveaways. But this is my new creation, my big brain dump. And this is over 80 pages of journaling prompts, and this is to create 30 days of mindfulness. So I'm giving away, this is a digital copy that I'll be giving away. And then I'm also giving away one of my oil infused bracelets. Okay, so Jakini said also ritual. Is that another one of your words, is ritual, Jakini? I'll be giving away another one. This is an oil infused bracelet. It's got the lucky elephants on there. And the black lava rock is what you put your essential oil on. So it will also come with a small vial of lavender essential oil. So these are the two giveaways for today. And if no one else joins, then we'll figure out how to get those both to you for tuning in. So yes, ritual is going to be another word of the year for you. Okay. Miss Nikki, we're still waiting for your word of the year. All right. So I've got my silver backing on. I think I'm going to go ahead and put on my ribbon because it feels sloppy and choppy to me right now. So we're going to do that. I used to think I was a California girl until I'm here in the winter and it gets down to 45 degrees at night, and now I'm convinced I'm a Caribbean girl. How fickle we are. How fickle we are. All right. Look at this ribbon. I love this ribbon. It's got the little bit of sparklies in it. So I'm going to begin to put that on while we're chatting. All right. So I think I also sent out, well, no, I think this is what we talked about in, so Nikki, your word of the year is consistency as well. Look at that. Great minds think alike. I think it was in the Lunch and Learn we talked about that you could either have specific goals or you could have priorities. Did you two find that you were doing specific goals, or were you having priorities? Because I kind of did a combination of both. I've got because some of my things that I'm manifesting, I'm going to be working on daily, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But so you did both as well, Jakini. You did specific as well as just priorities. And that, you know, that might be what a lot of people do. I don't know. Last year I just did well, actually I mixed it up because I had very specific goals. And my word of the year last year was thrive. And I will still utilize that word. I really utilize that word, and that it helped me to decide my actions. Because if I'm doing this action, is it working towards me thriving in some kind of a way? So I still utilize that, and I will. But that really helped me when I had situations that I'm like, I really don't know what to do. And am I doing, is this healthy? Is this helping me move forward and not go backwards? So thrive was my word of the year last year. But I did both as well. I did the priorities and the specific goals. So Nikki said both as well. And you know what? That's awesome. It's important to be able to, as you are manifesting, be able to, when you reflect and you are doing work throughout the year, to get a little bit more specific as you are doing your reflection and your manifesting. But that on your board, that's perfectly okay to do both, for sure. Another one that's super important, and I don't think a lot of people do, is you have to include your picture on your vision board. Did you guys plan to include your picture? Did you find a pic? Did you plan on doing that? Have you found a picture that you're going to include of yourself? So Nikki says it's important to include a picture. Is that what you yeah, this is going to be so much better. Oops. Important to move forward. Yes. No, but that's a good idea. To put a picture of yourself? Absolutely. And you want to make sure that it's a picture that you were in a positive place. Actually, you've got a picture of when I was on the beach in Jamaica. I absolutely love the picture. And I'll show it to you as soon as I get my my ribbon on here. But because, you know, I am a beach girl. I always say to my mom, what were you thinking when you had me in the Midwest? I am not a Midwest person at all. I mean, I complain about it being 45 degrees here at night, but it beats the heck out of what y'all are experiencing right now, and don't I know it. So yeah, include a picture of yourself. And Nikki, you said I did. Okay, awesome. All right. So were you with us, Nikki, when we were talking about that gratitude creates abundance and complaining creates a deficit? Were you with us when we were talking about that? I am loving this so far. Look, isn't this going to be beautiful? So there's some, you know, basic topics that you can put on your vision board, and some of them are super super basic, like, you know, health, relationships, career. Did you either of you go with a topic that was kind of out of the ordinary, or maybe not a traditional topic? And you know what I did different this year? I included money. Very specific money and wealth goals. Because it's so important to be, you know, intentional about, like, what do I want my money to look like? I mean, that's a very, very important area of our lives, especially since we live in a society that, you know, money is very much necessary and required. But I don't think a lot of us, you know, we might say, I want to be debt free, or I want to pay off my credit cards or something like that. But like, really having a very specific money goal is important. Who else joined in? Say hi. Let me know who you are. We were just talking about topics. I added property and savings. Okay, so property, like, are you wanting to be a landlord, or are you, expand upon that if you feel comfortable doing that, Nikki, about property. Or is that property for you to live in, like a home? And savings, absolutely, yeah. There's a an app that I started using that helps with rebuilding credit. Because let me tell you, having that store, and I sunk everything into that store, it really impacted my credit negatively, because I just used all my resources, and so now I'm having to like rebuild my credit. And so there's an app called Self that I'm utilizing that you create a savings plan with them, and I think I did mine for 6 months. Okay, so Nikki said I'm looking into buying a home. Okay, that's what's up. So do you have a specific vision of what that home looks like? Did you find one, or were you able to find something on the web that looked like it? Because that's important. Like, what is your vision of what your home looks like? How do you have it decorated? What does the landscaping look like? How is it furnished? What part of town is it in? Is it even in Missouri? That's really important. All of those are really important as you are manifesting buying that home. And are you including like the amount that you want to spend on it in your vision board? Because that's important as well. You might find the home that you're manifesting, but it might not be in your price range, or maybe it might not be in the neighborhood you want. So you got to include those things, not necessarily on your vision board, but as you are manifesting throughout the year. You know, I am living in my home that cost me $150,000 in Kansas City, Missouri, and be very specific about what that looks like. Or I am driving up to my home that has tulips and daisies planted or whatever, and put that very specific vision onto your manifestations that you work on a consistent basis. I love hot glue, but sometimes it's a little on the messy side. We're gonna get through it though. So property, okay. And then savings, do you have a specific amount that you are wanting to have in savings that you are adding to your vision board so that you're able to really work towards that? And then creating like smaller goals to achieve that. Because that's kind of what I'm doing with that Self app. Is you make a monthly payment. They report to the credit bureaus, and it's considered like a loan, and so it is some positive credit back onto my report. And then after the end of the savings period, then the money that I've deposited comes back to me. Really, really great reviews. So if you're looking at buying a home and you are needing to rebuild credit, Self app is a really great resource. Okay. Shikini, did you have any other topics that you added to your vision board besides the kind of the standard ones? I'm just loving the way that this ribbon is turning out. I decided to do my board in the shape of kind of like a cloud, because I didn't have the ability to make a perfect circle, and being the perfectionist I am, that would have never worked for me. Okay, so Nikki says, I've been looking at the area for schools for my mini first and unsure if the Midwest will be our area. Yeah. And I think Kansas City's a great place to raise a family, but there's just a lot of stuff I kind of still struggle with in the Midwest besides the weather. The weather's a huge one, but besides the weather, 2020 has definitely shown, I mean, yeah, the struggle's real. We are all out here struggling with trying to just get through. And not that everything is, peaches and cream now that it's 2021, but I hope that it gives people hope for something to be different than what it's been. And that's the real thing. It's like making sure that you're generating hope, and you have hope. Because human beings can live with a lot of stuff, but we can't live without hope. We got to have it. All right. So what about affirmations? Do either of you have any specific affirmations that you're using on your board? Mine is definitely, one of them is going to be, I am consistent. So consistency is my word of the year. I'm definitely incorporating that into my affirmations, and that I am consistent, and I am able to follow through. So joy. So what's your actual affirmation though, Chiquini? Because you can't, affirmation isn't just a word. You have to be able to say it in present tense, because that's what your brain is listening for, and that's what your brain, that's that thought, remember? And thoughts will generate emotions. So if the thought is I am joyful, or I am full of joy, then that brings certain emotions, and those certain emotions are going to be essential in helping those actions come into play. So being able to use it in an active present tense of I am peaceful. Nikki, is that what yours is going to be? Or I am at peace? Or I am joyful, or I am full of joy. Peace is a great one. There's nothing more spectacular than finding inner peace. Man, it took me a long time to find my inner peace. Especially after I left my second marriage. Gosh, what's it been? 12 years ago now. Yes, I am at peace. And that's a great one. And affirmations are really good, especially before you go to bed at night, because you plant that seed into your subconscious. Because remember, we want the thought to evoke the emotion, which is going to evoke the action. But yeah, I really lacked inner peace when I left my second husband. Should have never married him. Okay, there's my board. I've got it all done with the silver on the outside and the purple on the inside. And I need to figure out what's going to be the top. I thought I had it figured out, but I don't. Because I need to create a hole as well. Let's see how this is going to work out. Oh, I think I like it. Who would have thought that this would be such a decision? There we go. I'm going to go with that one right there. I'm going to put my hole right up there. So let me do that. Okay. So true. It tune? What does that mean, Nikki? I'm sure that's probably a typo. Alright, so I think I shared this on the, oh, let me share these, what I got from Dollar Tree. Y'all, if you're not going to Dollar Tree to get some of your stickers, you are asleep. So, first of all, I said with my planner this year, I was going to be more active in my planner in terms of having visuals. But these are planner stickers. $1 from Dollar Tree for all these stickers. I thought that was awesome. And then I got these other stickers that just have these really great messages on them. Now I got these for my vision board. Because they got the little bling bling in there. Oh, and these were $1 as well Or no, yeah, these were all from Dollar Tree. I just found the one at Michael's. I know, isn't that cool? So go to Dollar Tree, and if you're using a planner or you're trying to get in the habit of that, it's just got some really cool stickers. Nikki said I'm having typing issues. Hey, welcome to the club. I love these. And they're all in colors that I'm okay with. They're not like hideous colors. So I was excited about this. Make sure you go to Dollar Tree before you go to like Michael's or Hobby Lobby and spend a fortune on stickers. All right. So, present tense, daily reflection. Okay, I got stars and gold glitter letters and numbers. Nice. I love glitter. I love, love, love glitter. I think I have a little, like plaque. Well, not plaque, but like one of those wooden things that says, glitter is my Prozac. It's true, though. If I'm not feeling all that great about the world or whatever, then just sparkly stuff does make me feel better. I don't know. Yes, I love my planner as well. And I love, this is a manifestation planner, and I got it last year, and I got another one for this year because I just really, really liked it. So, daily reflections. One of the really important things when you are manifesting is to make sure that you are in a place of gratitude and abundance rather than in a place of deficit. Because remember, your vibration that you send out to the world and that boomerangs back to you is you want that to be of abundance. So if you're in a not so great place, I love your planner. Hey, I can send you the link on Amazon. I want to say it was like 25 bucks, but I really, really like it. And it has stickers too. So I'm definitely going to be more about stickers this year. But as you are manifesting, you have to make sure that you are in a positive place and a place of abundance. Because otherwise you're going to be boomeranging back deficit or negative energy back to you. And that's the last thing that you want to do. You want to be able to be in a place of abundance. So making sure that you are in that place of gratitude or abundance. And if you're not, then step away and do something that's going to put you in that place of abundance. So like maybe journaling, or maybe doing some gratitude. Maybe you have to do some physical exercise, you know, because you're going to release those natural endorphins and the dopamine and the serotonin, and get you in that positive headspace, because it's tough to be there right now. As much as I am enjoying being close to the water and by the beach, the isolation and the struggle is real, let me tell you. And there are days I get on my little pity party and, you know, I hang out there for a while, and then I figure out how to get off that boat, because I'm not trying to hang out there too long. I validate what I'm feeling, and then I keep it moving. And that's what you want to do, is make sure you're in that positive space, a place of abundance, to be able to boomerang that back out into the world. Because the last thing you want to do is put some negative stuff out there. Do either one of you do like gratitude journaling? I don't really do gratitude journaling, but I do state my gratitude out loud. And it's intentional. So it's not like it's just this passerby of, you know, I'm really happy I got a car. I'm grateful I got a car. It's really being able to say, especially right now that the visual is so real with the homelessness in California. Just being able to say, man, I am thankful to have a warm place to put my head at night. I am thankful for my heater. I have a little heater in my van. I'm thankful that I have clean water. And just being able to really say those out loud. And when I do that, I'm not going to say I instantly feel better, but I definitely feel my vibration change. Yes, in the morning and anytime it comes up. For your gratitude, Chiquini, is that what you're talking about? Because it's so important to do it on a daily basis and to be consistent with doing your gratitude practice. And Nikki, you can even with your mini begin to teach her the art of gratitude and make it fun, to where you guys are like maybe putting stuff on paper and then putting it in a box or a jar and coming back to visit it later in the month or something. It can be done a lot of fun ways. You get on Pinterest and see a lot of ways that it can be done. All right. I was going to cut these out last night, but I had a slight headache and I didn't want to put that negative energy on my goals here, so I just said I'll do it tomorrow morning. So when I wake up in my journal and out loud during the day. Okay, that's awesome. I don't think people realize how important it is to really be intentional about your gratitude. And I do think a lot of folks think that they have a gratitude practice, but it's not intentional. And that's the key, is it has to be intentional. Because science has shown that when you have an intentional gratitude practice, it really changes the chemistry of your brain. It really does. Okay, so I've got half of my goodies cut out here. Oh, I'm so excited. I did these all on Canva. I reflected and pulled it all together last week, but then I typed them all out and put them on Canva. Isn't that cool? So then I don't have to like worry. I don't have to worry about finding things in magazines or anything like that. I just created exactly what I wanted and typed it up on Canva, which I think I had shared, and printed them all out at Staples. One of the things I was worried about when I got on the road was having a printer, but I didn't know, because I was looking at maybe getting a portable printer. Yes, Canva. I love it. I was worried about not having a printer, and so I figured out that you can you email your stuff you want to print to a particular email address at Staples, and then you can go to the self-serve and print out your stuff after you just put a card in to authorize it, and then you just print everything out there. So that has really been instrumental for me, so that I can print out documents and that kind of stuff. So that's what I did, is I got everything ready and then I went and printed it off yesterday. So there's my middle picture. I'm gonna put that in the middle. So that's my picture in Jamaica. And consistency, my word of the year. You know what? I think it's probably a lot easier, but I think they're all pretty comparable as to the price, because I think the cost per print at Staples, I think, is 59 cents for a color copy. I don't know what it runs at FedEx. But it's just super, super convenient. So I did that yesterday. All right. So we already kind of talked about it's okay to change things. Nothing is set in stone. You get halfway through the year, and I always encourage people to do a half-year check-in, even like a quarterly check-in with yourself, and like with goals. I think I did a video on that. I think it's on my YouTube channel here. of do a check-in with yourself so you know that you're on the right track. And if you're not, then it's okay to switch up and change some stuff around. Maybe something has changed in your life that has changed your perspective. And maybe the goals that you set for yourself or what you were manifesting in January no longer serve you in the middle of the year. Or even in a couple months. There's my one for money. I was reading a blog and it said to do a check that says pay to you. So I kind of did a hybrid, and I've got my visual, and then it says pay to the order of. Hey, who just joined us? Because I'm not able to see who you are. Let me see. Nope, I can't see who you are. We have just been talking about our goals and how to bring them about and what's on your vision board. And we were just talking about that it's okay to switch them up if you need to. If you've reflected and at the middle of the year you're like, you know what, this goal just isn't suiting me anymore. It just doesn't serve me. Well, hey, Derek. How are you? So here's my fitness, my health goals. I'm so excited. After we're done with the live, I'm going to go down to my mailbox, and I have a pair of roller skates waiting for me in my mailbox. And they're these exact pair. They've got the little pom-pom on there and the rainbow strings. And so I'm so excited to start skating. I loved to skate when I was younger. I'll say BK, before kids. Not that I couldn't have skated with my kids. I absolutely could have. But, you know, life just gets, messy and busy. And sometimes when we have kids, we don't always continue doing the things we did that brought us joy. So I'm excited to go pick up my skates. I know. And, I was an okay skater, but I'm looking forward to, learning all that slick stuff. So this is an important message, is that to manifest, you have to have the thought that generates the feeling that generates the action. And so you really got to remember this process. Nikki said, dope. I'm definitely going to take pictures. Absolutely. And then I'm also wanting to, one of my goals is to be able to buy a bicycle. Bicycling is huge here. One of the things I love about California is that people are always out busy. They're always out being active. Even when I went to the beach New Year's Eve night, it was packed with bicyclers and skateboarders and people sitting on the beach. It was absolutely packed. So I'm excited about that. And then I have a kayak on there. I love to do kayaking. Hey, happy Saturday. I hope it's a good one. Hey, JT, absolutely. We're talking vision boards. So this is my healthy lifestyle, and then weights. Because, I'm over 50, and so this is when you begin to lose muscle matter, and it's important to be able to build that back up. So there's my health goals. And I'm sharing these so that you guys can hold me accountable. And then my travel goals. I want to go to the Grand Canyon. I want to go up to Vancouver Island in Canada. I want to go to Yellowstone Park. And I'm manifesting that I'm going to be able to do some either social work or volunteering in the Caribbean somewhere. Those are my travel goals this year. I don't know what that's going to look like. We're going to see. This is my gratitude, to remind me to always thank the universe for what I have, even if I feel like it's not what I want it to be right now, still being thankful for it. This is my message to the universe, that I am ready to love. And it's funny because I had something on my vision board last year, And it blew off. And so I put this sticky note on there, and the universe is like, what kind of generic ass shit is that? And of course it hasn't come to fruition because I haven't worked on it. But I am ready for love. I'm ready for that to come into my life. And then I also really want to focus on volunteering, because that does put me in a happy space. And then I want to be able to double my client load. Okay, so Derek says you should look into a TRX for the van. Also, yoga helps with working on often unused muscles that can assist with falls later on in life. Absolutely. What is a TRX, Derek? I don't know what that is. And then I'm also manifesting that the community I'm building, the wellness circle, that we have 250 members by the end of the year. And maybe more. We're going to see how that unfolds. Do I have any more to cut? Thought I did. Maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, okay. Here's one more. A suspension training for muscle growth. So what kind of tools do you need? What do you need for that? Because in the van, I am very limited with my space. So even like because of course the gyms are shut down. So I just have a couple of hand weights, and then I've got some, what do you call those things? The tension. It works well to hang it from the tree. Huh, I'll have to check into that. I can't remember. The tension comes in a tiny bag. Okay, well, that's doable. I'll have to check that out. And then also this is a specific goal. Remember I said I did priorities as well as very specific goals. So I've got my journal that I've created, my big brain dump, and I want to be able to sell 500 copies by the end of the year. And I want people to be able to learn how to do mindfulness and do that on a regular basis. And then these are pictures of my family, my kids. And we got some healing to do. The last couple years have been tough for our family. So we've got some healing to do. So I think you have seen all of my my goals. So social, I'm in a new space, and so I want to create new friends. I love my sister friends that I've got back home, and we stay in touch daily. But I do want to be able to have some new friends here locally that I can begin to spend time with, and then create that community is really important to me. Building community is super, super important to me, because I am very much about empowering other people. I believe in the concept of empowering, and it's not just me empowering, it's that other people have things to share. Just like Derek shared something with me that I have to check into it, and that might be a great resource for me, maybe not, I don't know. But this is how you build community, and you share things with each other so that it can help all of us grow. I don't understand when people aren't forthcoming with information. That's a struggle for me. All right, so I've got all of my goals cut out, and I'm beginning to glue these puppies down. How are we looking on time? What is it, a little bit after 12. So I've got to be off of here by 1 o'clock my time so I can zip down and go get my roller skates. So I am going to go ahead and glue these on. I do have a couple more things to talk about. So visualize. It's super important as you are manifesting, and I just kind of touched on this with Nikki and her home that she's looking to buy, is like visualizing it. What does that look like? And be specific with yourself. And that's what I included that on my healthcare, my healthy lifestyle, as well as my travel, is being very specific about visualizing what does that look like. Well, Wendy. I put the pictures of where I want to travel. so I can see them. I mean, I have always wanted to go to the Grand Canyon. And then, you know, very specific about what am I going to do to be healthy. You know what? I don't know how old that little chick is on that picture. I cut her head off because I don't want to see her face. I'm visualizing that, you know, I'm going to be able to have some more defined arms and be able to trim my belly down a little bit and tighten up my legs. Because I got a lot of stuff yet to do in the world. I got a lot of stuff yet to do. And if I'm not in a halfway healthy place, you know, it's hard to do that. All right, I'm going to put this hole in my board. All right. That was pretty simple. And I'm going to take another piece of ribbon and feed it through there because I need to be able to hang this up. Uh-oh, what you oopsing about, Nikki? All right, let's see here. Where's my scissors? So, visualizing. You know, what are the specifics of your goal? What does it look like? How does it make you feel? Like even thinking about the visualization. I'm trying to get better on being specific and not jumping across everywhere. And part of the reason that you probably are jumping around is that, you know what? How did I do this before? Oh, you know what? I glued it before. Is that when we jump around, that's a mechanism of control. We're trying to control the situation. So, one of the ways that you can stop jumping around is there is a tool called SMART goals. Now, it's an acronym for being able to have a specific goal. Is it I can't remember all of the letters and what they mean. If you Google SMART goals, it'll come up though. One of them is realistic, one of them is timely. And then you basically break your goals down into little goals. And that keeps you from jumping around. And also gives you a sense of power. I know. The thing about anxiety that most people don't know, I mean, we all get anxiety because we all get stressed out. But the thing is that one of our templates is that we all want to be able to control shit. Period. But at the end of the day, we have to remember that we only have control over one thing, and that's just ourselves. That's it. We don't have control over nothing else. And it's important to remember that and trust and believe. I'm a type A personality down to the core of my soul. List maker, let me cross those things off the list, make me feel good. Absolutely. You know, have a list this long of goals, things I need to get done, tasks I need to get done, and feel overwhelmed and full of anxiety because I can't, like, where do I start first? Where do I go first? So that's actually going to be one of the topics that we talk about in the Wellness Circle, is going to be about goal setting and being able to do SMART goals. Derek, that's exactly what I needed to hear today. After reviewing my goals printout, I thought, oh darn it, I need to break those down into smaller goals. Yep, absolutely. And that's where most people get overwhelmed and they don't accomplish their goals because it feels so overwhelming. You know, so that's how a planner or some kind of calendar, some kind of a structure mechanism, whatever that is for you, because then you can take things off of your master to-do list or off of your specific goals and really hone in on what those smaller tasks are. And then you take those and you intentionally pull that task off and put it in this time frame on your calendar. And it is an incredible feeling to be able to accomplish that. All right, so I got my loop on so I can hang my vision board. So those will be kind of some of the things that we talk about in the wellness circle. I'm actually going to be offering a 50% discount for this month. It's normally $28 a month, but I'll be offering it for half price for the month of January, so I can get some folks in there and they can see if it's a good fit for them. So I'll be sharing that coupon code with you guys. But those are all things that are super important in being able to, you know, we can all set goals, but it's like, do we know how to achieve them? And when I say, do we know how, like exactly what Derek just said, like I feel overwhelmed now because I have this big, long, huge list of stuff to do. And when am I going to get it all done? And that's where we kind of struggle with being successful, is how do I get it all done? All right. We're going to put my face smack in the middle with my word of the year, consistency. Because it's all about me on this vision board and consistency. One of the things I want to be able to do is well, I'm going to do it on my website. I'm probably not going to go live here on YouTube again, because YouTube just makes it way too difficult. Is be able to have workshops, and the first workshop I'm offering is taking a look at your chakras and being able to figure out what's balanced and what's not balanced, and what do you want to be different. Being able to look at, are you balanced in your chakras, or are you at a deficit, or are you too much? And we're going to do that first. I'm already working on that workshop. So I'm excited. I'm super, super excited to be able to bring this to the community and be able to build that up. All right. Kind of talked about being stuck in negativity. How are you guys? Are you putting your vision boards together while we're working? Or are you just kind of hanging out and getting some ideas? Who's putting theirs together? Looks like I probably should have put the silver inside. But we're going to work it out. We're going to work this on out. So you're working on yours now, Jakini? Is that what the yes is for? Okay, I am. Awesome. So now it's just about arranging this on my board so that I'm able to actually see everything and be able to reflect on it, because you've got to make sure that you can see it. So when does it start? The wellness circle, I am finishing getting the community integrated into my website, because what I am not is a web developer, so it's taking me a little bit longer. So I'm finishing that up, and I'm hoping to have everything ready by around January 10th. That's kind of the goal I've given myself, and what that looks like, and we shall see. But I'm going to have lots of stuff posted on on Instagram, so you will definitely be kept up to date on that. And I will publish the discount code for the half off for the month of January. I need another glue stick. And you guys can sign up and see if it's a good fit for you. I think it's a great way to have somewhere to feel safe and build community and get resources without having to commit to the one-on-one therapy process. Not that that's not a great process. It absolutely is. Nikki said, I'll be looking out for it to sign up. Awesome. But groups are also great. Groups are great because you are able to really feed off of each other and share information and be able to, again, support other people in their journey. And that's part of abundance, is that when you share information, when you share resources, that energy comes back to you. And it's you know, definitely not for the purpose of, well, I'm going to do this because I want it to come back to me, but it's for the purpose of that I'm able to be this support for this person and be able to look at it that way. Okay, I'm going to start getting my individual goals here put down with a little dab of glue. Last year I used double-sided tape, and I didn't like it because they constantly flew off. And I don't know if that's because, you know, humidity or dirt or whatever, but I said this year I was going to go with a different mechanism to hold them down. So hopefully this hot glue gun is doing a trick. So I'm just putting a little dab in the middle to hold them down. And I'm going to do like zucchini, and I'm going to take a picture, and I'm going to go get that picture printed, and I'll be able to have this in my planner as well. So that was a great idea. That's the whole concept of having group conversations, is that you are able to share those kind of ideas. Like, I would have never thought about taking a picture and putting it in there, but that's a phenomenal idea. Okay, we are rocking and rolling. So Nikki, are you putting yours together? What about you, Derek? I don't know if you're still with us or not. Are you putting yours together right now? All right. I'm so ready to just travel somewhere. You know, me and my girlfriends, we always do a girls trip every year, and we didn't do one in 2019 or 2020. And that's something I really look forward to and I miss. So I'm going to be glad when we can do that again. Right, we are getting there. There we go. Let's see here. I'm getting ideas and finishing my New Year's cleaning to have a better peace of mind for when I put it together Monday or Tuesday. Great idea. Yeah. You got to be in a mind space to be able to do exactly that. So I'm glad that you made that decision. That's awesome. Get your headspace right. I'm going back and forth listening. That's okay too. If you want, you can go on my website if you need more information or some more ideas. And we did the vision board lunch and learn on Wednesday. So there's some ideas on there too that I haven't talked about today. And that was just because I didn't really want to be redundant here. I didn't know who was going to tune in. So I think... Okay, so I've got preliminary, everything attached. So I'm going to go back and I did print off some words as well. So I'm going to add some of these in here, and I've got my butterflies that I'm going to add in. And baby, I'm about to be done, which is exciting. And I go pick up my my new journal will be in my mailbox. Well, it's from Amazon, so it'll be in an Amazon locker tomorrow. So I'll go pick that up tomorrow, and I can get my picture added into my journal as well. Do you guys have any questions or anything that I can answer for you, or anything you'd like to share? I'm going to Canva to make some pictures. Absolutely. That has been a big one for me. It would just made it so easy to be able to put it all together. And then you can use Unsplash is a copyright free website for pictures. There's also Pixabay, but I have found that I think Unsplash is a little bit more diverse, and so it will actually have some more brown and black folks on there, which I think is awesome and necessary. So those are great resources as well to be able to utilize. There's my word from last year, thrive. We're going to get that baby on here. Should you create one for your mental health goals and one for your life goals? I mean, I think that's a personal decision. I'm a type of person that I like everything in one place. So if I got to go to 2 different places to work on manifesting, guess what? Something ain't going to get manifested. So for me, that's why I chose. Now, I wasn't specific on all of my goals here, but I know that I'm going to be doing some manifestation and affirmations in my journal, because part of my mental health is that my gratitude practice. My mental health is also attached to my healthy lifestyle. My mental health is attached to volunteering. And it's very much attached to my word of the year, which is consistency. So I don't know if that answered the question for you, but that's kind of the strategy I'm taking with that. But I think, remember, there's no rules. You can do what works best for you. And if you prefer to have it separated like that, absolutely. Do what works for you. Getting these words down. Let's see, got a couple more of these. And then about 10 more minutes, I'll do the drawing for the stuff I'm going to give away. And everybody can get on with their Saturday. I'll probably post a picture later of my skates that I'm so excited to get. I feel like a little kid. But I need to do some reading on how to take care of them, especially with using them outside. I don't know if there's a different, like, bearings or anything like that that's different. So good. I'm glad that was an answer that helped you. That's awesome. Anybody else have any thoughts or words of wisdom they want to share? Come on now. Glue gun. There we go. Say, don't fail me now. You've been working it out for me. I was gonna get a cordless glue gun, but then they were tripping with that price, so I'm like, I don't think we're gonna do that. But you know, I have a little power pack in my van, and so that's what I use to power it. What kind of skates did you get? Well, I got regular 4-wheel skates. I don't know what brand. Actually, they were on my they were on my Amazon wish list, and a really good friend of mine bought them for me. So I don't remember what brand they are, but they're 4 wheels, and they've got the light up wheels, which again, I feel like a little kid, but oh well, I'm gonna keep it moving. And they've got the little pom-pom on top. Probably some skates I wanted when I was young, and they just weren't in my mom's budget, and so now here we are, you know, manifested them 40 years later. But I know there's some really good skate brands out there. There's a couple of folks that I follow on Instagram that do a lot of skating. There's actually a lady, I want to say in Indianapolis, maybe not. She does skating video tutorials, and she does classes locally, but of course for online it's videos. But so I'll be watching some of those, because I do feel like I'm a beginning skater, but I definitely don't need to go back to the very, very basics. Okay, I don't think I'm going to do any of those. All right, so I got my words in there. I don't know if you guys can see. My word from last year is thrive, and do what you love, healing. Those are all words that are super impacting to me. And we're going to put this big, I'm kind of thinking I might need to do a little glue on here too, so that this stays. There's my butterfly. Because, you know, butterflies are that symbolism of evolution and growth. And symbolism is so, so important. It's hand in hand with, you know, visualizing. As we connect things to symbolism. They got these cute little flowers with the little rhinestones in here. Went to Michael's yesterday, and it was funny because everybody that I saw, probably 5 or 6 people, had poster board and stickers, and it's like, you're doing a vision board, aren't you? But I thought that was cool. And I think we're just in a place where people are really just trying to stay positive and motivated with everything. And that's just, the struggle is real right now, you know. But I'm glad to see people are doing it. I mean, through everything with Corona, I think it has taught people that they've got to like pivot and go a different direction, because the current journey that we're on in our society does not nurture healthiness and happiness. It just doesn't. I think I'm going to use all these butterflies and flowers. And getting it there. All right, so I'm about to find a piece of paper, because I think who's still online with me, so I know how I do this drawing. Just give me a I am or something, so I know if you're still online. So I can do this giveaway, these 2 giveaways. Okay. Who's online? Give me the I am or me or a hand or something, so I know who's online with us. Got one more flower. You have to go wash your hands, or you washed your hands, Jakini? Okay, so Derek's still here. Hot glue is definitely okay. Found that last place. Okay, Jakini's still on here. Nikki, are you still on here? We had a short, small group, but I think I've had a great time. talking to people as we are, okay, so I got 3 folks still on here. That's crazy because it just shows me that 2 people are online. Technology at its finest. Okay, so here is my final product with my butterflies. I'm trying to, with my butterflies, so I just need to put probably a couple more dollops of glue on there, on the ones that are kind of hanging over. And we're done. We are done. Gotta watch that hot glue because it'd be trying to take off your fingerprint. All right. This turned out exactly like I envisioned in my head, which is awesome. All right, so we're going to give away the bracelet first. So I'm going to find a piece of paper, and I'm going to write down a number between 1 and 100. Oh, here's my sticky pads. Okay, so a number between 1 and 100. This is for the bracelet. Okay, so I've got that number. So you guys put a number in your comments between 1 and 100. And this is for the oil infused bracelet. And I'll mail it to you. And it's got the lucky elephants on it. And it's got the lava stones, and that's where you put your essential oil, is on the lava stone. And that way you wear it. And these are going to be on my website as well. And you wear it, and you just throughout the day are able to smell your essential oil. So if you're trying to kick a cold, build your immune system, keep your anxiety down, manifest love, you can put rose essential oil on there. Okay, so we've got Jakini and Nikki. Derek, are you going to put a number in there, sweetie? Because if you win the bracelet, then I will adapt it for a man's wrist, because I don't think this is good for a man's wrist, which was very gender biased of me. I'm going to have to work on that. I feel so awkward because I just showed up, but 7. Don't feel awkward. I'm glad you're here. You've shared important information. Okay, so we've got 3, 21, and 7. And so my number is, I don't know if you can see that, is 20. So Nikki, you've got the bracelet. So I need you to direct message me your address on Instagram so I can get that in the mail to you. So we're going to throw this one away. I need a pen because that pencil just didn't really do the job. So yay, Nikki's got the bracelet. And here's another number. And this is for the download version of the my big brain dump, which is a 80 pages, and it's just journaling and really getting to know who you are over a 30-day period to hopefully encourage you to keep the habit up. So another number between 1 and 100. I've got my number written down. Let's see who's going to get the big brain dump. And I'm going to keep gluing while you guys get those posted. Number between 1 and 100. And Nikki, you put a number up there too. Nobody says that you only get one thing to win. Who knows what the universe is going to manifest for you. But if not, they're available on my website. And I actually need to update my website. They are $30 and it's a digital download. So Derek says 58. See, Jakini and Nikki, what's your number guesses? Nikki says 19. And what about you, Jakini? What you got? Jakini, you gonna give us a guess? Ah, see, I told you that hot glue. Boy, it tries to take off your fingerprint. Okay, so we've got 19, 51. Is that the number you're going with, Jakini? And Derek's got 58. 58, 19, and Jakini's 51. Give me a thumbs up so I have your right number, Jakini. Because you did. It's hard to type and do the vision board. Yes, it is. 51, though, is that the number you're going with? $51. Okay. 51. 51, 19, and 58. So the number is 89. 89. So that would go to, I believe, Derek. Because Derek said 58. Yep. So Derek, if you want to, do you follow me on Instagram? You're going to keep putting 51 in there, Jakini? Derek, if you want to email me your email address, then I can send you the PDF. And you can get that downloaded. So yeah, either do you follow me on Instagram or do you need my email address? I am done. And I am so excited the way this turned out. You guys will have to send me a picture or post when your vision board is done. So I got everything glued down and get that baby hung up. So that is it. I am so excited that you guys tuned in. We were a small crowd, but I had a great time. Got my vision board done. Great conversation. We shared some information with each other. I will be following you on Instagram after this live stream. Okay, so Holistic and Well on Instagram. And make sure you message me your email address so I can make sure I get that PDF email to you. And be looking out for the discount code for the Wellness Circle for the month of January. Because I just want to get some folks in there to figure out if they like it and see how it flows and what I need to tweak. And I might even end up offering a second discount in February depending on how it goes. Because you won't be getting the full benefit of it as I'm trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. So I want to make sure that you're getting your money's worth before you pay that full amount. But that is coming, and the big brain dump is on my website as well. I need to activate that, and other oil infused bracelets. So pictures to follow. Yes, you have to either post some pictures or send me some in my message so that I can check you out. You too. Are you guys committed to getting your vision boards done? Outside of you, Derek, I know you're cleaning up, but Jakini and Nikki, are you guys thinking you're going to get done this weekend so that you can begin actively working on your manifestations? What do you think? You got to commit to it and say it out loud. We don't want this to be where we did this time here and then you get caught up in life and you don't get it done. I'm going to hold you guys accountable. Get that vision board done. Yes, Happy New Year's. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I was listening to a blogger or a podcast the other day, and it says, you know, as you are starting out and you're doing these kind of things, to really nurture your small circle. And so that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is nurturing my small circle and the people that continue to support me, and give them some content that hopefully is helpful to them, and you know, that they feel is valuable, so that I can continue to build our community. So I am committed to finishing it before the end of the week. Awesome. Well, when you begin to follow me on Instagram, I'm going to be in that inbox like, did you get that vision board done? You too, Nikki. You too, Jakini. So I am committed and ready. That's awesome. That's awesome. Keep that energy flow going. And, you know, 2020 was a tough year. A lot of hard things have happened, but a lot of good things have happened as well. And so we got to remember that. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. I'm about to get the van going, and we're about to head down and get my skates, and I'll be posting a picture of those later. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. I really, really do. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and we will be in touch. So take care. Bye-bye. Let's see if we can end this. Boom.